Conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check, 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 check. Check, check. Lucky.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Now.
51, Mike 51.
I'm coming. You're out.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Five.
2nd and 10. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Safe.
Hey, echo. X3.
Looking to throw. Hyde eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, orbit.
Check 13. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
Hey.
Let's calm the crowd. Watch the run.
Go. Get it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for, and the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it, and this is picked up by the Saints. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside. The 30-yard line.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
Ready. Black 25.
That's what I do.
Wait, stop.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
It's 2nd down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Jameis to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Hey, Wahoo!
Mike 51. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, he finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That good for 22 and a 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 5.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You gotta be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Throwing, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Winston. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
To throw is Winston. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. To throw, Winston. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, just, hey, wait.
Now Winston on 4th down. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Fournette, a 1st down carry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Go.
Where you at? Where you at? Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? No, Mike 51. Mike 51. Oh, dang, punk.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Hyde. And he completes it to Hunt. Fights him off. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Got it.
54. Mike 54.
Right here.
Protein spill.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They come out here in the I. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check 52.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. On second down, Winston again. He's got Smith here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On third down, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll go screen here to Hunt.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Baby, get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Ready?
51. Let's go.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, exit. Deep grip,
From the gun on third down. Hyde. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Kamara, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit. And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball. Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 22, Winston. It's caught, Smith. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Come on,
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
61, matchbox, right.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
51 to Mike, boys, 51. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. They go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Deuce.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Mike 51. Mike 51. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Ready?
Back to throw. Hyde. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable now for Allen. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
125.
Here we go. He's checking. He's checking.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green, triple team.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Record. Check 99. Check 99.
Yep.
Hold. Mike 51.
Five.
Now Hunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Kick, baby, all day. Don't throw this way.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Leonard Fournette, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
From the 39, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Winston. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And an alley to run. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Now Winston toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. Winston. Touchdown, and the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
You draw quarter. Hey, Delta.
2nd and 3. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Watch the shit.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Looking to throw on 2nd down. High. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. So we got men.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Mike.
Hey. High 7.
Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Ringer, guys.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun. High. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
Kill. Watch the shit.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Let's make Zoo. Let's make these babies cry. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, let's go. It's time to calm the crowd.
X3, 218, chopper.
Alert 3.
Ready.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
60 outlaw. Any weapon.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Mike 51, Mike.
Rip right, rip right.
49, check 49.
Greystone, travel. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Now.
From the gun on third down. High. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Right here, guys. Fight 51, Mike 51. Watch the run. 51's Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 51's to Mike. 51's to Mike.
On fourth down, Hyde. He's going to float this one deep right side. And no, it's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready. Black 22. Coming to you, coming to you.
Green, triple C.
A first down throw for Winston. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh? Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
54 Mike, 54 get it.
Throwing on third and long. Hyde. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston now. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 2nd down, Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Texans' 39-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Ready. Flag. What is that?
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Bravo.
At the 3-yard line.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Go.
He's moving. He's moving, boys. He's moving. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for New Orleans,